Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays! And welcome back to another episode of Good News. I'm your host, Tim Finnegan, and it's that time again that I'd like to get into some good news for you. It's time for some good news at this wonderful time of year. We all need some good news that will bring us lots of joy. I've got some great things to talk about in this episode tonight. So here's to some good news all around Madison, Wisconsin. Now, right around the beginning of November, we had some unusually beautiful weather in Madison, and because of the nice weather, I took advantage of it and I went for a bike ride on a Sunday afternoon. I rode my bike all the way out to Fitchburg, Wisconsin, and had lunch at Laredo's, which is one of my favorite Mexican restaurants in the Madison area. I enjoyed the bike ride, and I enjoyed a great outdoor lunch at Laredo's, and if you ever visit Madison, I highly recommend Laredo's if you like Mexican food. On November 14th, I performed in a virtual live stream gig with the Coffee House, which is a music venue in Milwaukee. Although I was not able to go to the music venue to perform there, I was glad that the owner could still allow me to perform virtually from home in a safe way. I was live streamed on their YouTube channel and their other social media pages, and when I performed as an opening act, I played a few of my original songs, and I had a great audience who was watching me live on YouTube and on their social media pages, and I got some great tips too. And overall, I was very honored to perform a successful show with the Coffee House. Also, as a singer-songwriter, I was finally able to write a new original song after several months of not writing any original songs, and I published this song to YouTube as of November 15th. I wrote a Spanish song called Días de Verano, which means Days of Summer, and if you'd like to listen to this song, it's available on my music channel right here on YouTube, and you can subscribe to me there too if you'd like. Estos son los días de verano. Y el verano es una gran época del año. Disfruto del aire libre y del clima, y hay mucho que hacer en esa temporada en los días de verano. Now, just as it was getting closer to Thanksgiving, I watched the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which I own on DVD. It's a great classic John Hughes film from 1987 that stars Steve Martin and John Candy, and it's a funny Thanksgiving comedy too, and I highly recommend watching that movie, especially around Thanksgiving. Over Thanksgiving weekend, I spent part of that weekend in Chicago, which is where I originally grew up, and on Thanksgiving morning, I ran my own virtual Turkey Trot 10K in Lake Forest, Illinois. Although a lot of turkey trots got canceled this year, I didn't let that stop me from keeping up my Thanksgiving tradition of doing a turkey trot run on Thanksgiving morning. I enjoyed the route, I ran on some bike trails in Lake Forest and through Lake Bluff, and it was a great day for a run too. And when I finished the run, my time ended up at 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 37 seconds, and my average pace was 10:16 per mile. Overall, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving this year, and I was glad that I could still celebrate in many exciting ways. Now, the day after Thanksgiving, I toured some of the filming locations for the movie Home Alone, which is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. I got to see the Home Alone house, which is located in Winnetka, Illinois. I also got to see the house across the street that Marv flooded in the movie. And I also got to see the outside of the Home Alone Church, which is located in Wilmette, Illinois. I also walked past the Grand Food Center in Winnetka, which is a scene where Kevin did his grocery shopping in the movie. And I even walked through the Hubbard Woods Park, which is the scene where Kevin got a toothbrush and ran from a police officer and went past some ice skaters. And this is the scene where Kevin runs across the train tracks over the bridge. Overall, I had a great time walking past the filming locations, and it was wonderful to see where some of the scenes of Home Alone were filmed while I was in Chicago over Thanksgiving weekend. And now that it's getting closer to Christmas, I recently recorded an a cappella cover of the song Somewhere in My Memory from Home Alone. It's a great song, and if you'd like to hear my a cappella cover of the song, that's also available on my music channel on YouTube, which you'll find right here.
Candles in the window, shadows painting the ceiling, gazing at the fire glow, feeling that gingerbread feeling.
And most of all, I recently watched Home Alone, which I own on DVD, and I also watched Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I'm glad I own both those movies on DVD. They're fun to watch, especially at this time of year. Overall, I'm glad I've been able to keep myself active in many exciting ways during this holiday season.
Now that was my good news from Madison. And now I'd like to invite a special guest on my show tonight who will be sharing his good news from Chicago. This is a guy I've known for many years. We've gone to movies together, we've met up for lunch and dinner, and we've done so many fun things together too. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Bill Steinberg! Or shall I say Kevin? No, that's not it. Am I forgetting someone or something? What else could I possibly be forgetting? Kevin!
What up, Bill? How's it going, man?
It's going good. You, Tim?
I'm doing great, man. It's wonderful to have you on my show tonight. I'd love to learn what you've been up to lately, so why don't you share your good news?
Thank you, Tim. For starters, we had a really okay November. This past November, I didn't do much at all. Just stayed up late, slept late, and woke up late. Didn't have to go off for a run. And I had a really respectful, good Thanksgiving meal with the family, including with my mom's boyfriend. And then just a few weeks ago, we had a really interesting light show at the abandoned spot at Northbrook Court Mall. You know, the one where Lord and Taylor's used to be? Well, they had this light show, and it was so much fun. And tomorrow night, there's going to be a Hidden Creek event down at Hidden Creek Park. That's got something to do with fire and water for the 7th day of Hanukkah tomorrow.
That's awesome, man. Sounds like many wonderful celebrations, and I'm glad you had a great Thanksgiving, too.
Thank you.
Well, once again, it was wonderful to have you on my show tonight. Thanks again for joining me.
My pleasure, and thank you for inviting me.
No problem. I will see you next time.
Or next year is more like it.
Yep, next year in 2021.
I hope to see you there.
Wow, that was some great news about some amazing things happening in Chicago. And in Madison too, of course. Well, that concludes the good news for tonight. And now, to end this video, I would like to play you guys a Christmas song, as I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. I am Tim Finnegan, asking you to remember, just as John Krasinski would say, no matter how hard things get, there is always good in the world. Thank you for watching tonight, happy holidays, and I will see you next time.